Loss of species diversity. Loss of species diversity mean decrease of species occurs naturally. We are know that the lifespan of a species is specific based on fossil and historical information. Theoretical calculations suggest the quarter of total species on the earth will become extinct every 1 million year. Every 1 million year, quarter of total species, quarter of total species are extinct. Generally, the species decrease occurs in naturally, the lives based on the lifespan. The loss of species diversity causes are first one is inter-ethnic struggle. Inter-ethnic struggle mean the struggle between two or three species. The struggle between two species for the shelter, for the food, for their environment. So during these inter-ethnic struggle, some species are extinct from the diversity. The second one is climate change. Climate changes are major threat or loss to the species diversity. If comfortable environment is present around the species are can survive their life in smooth manner. If climate is uncomfortable, the species or loses their life, mean they are ready to become extinct based on the climate changes. Third one, accumulation of harmful genes. Harmful genes are accumulated in the living organisms. Mainly the harmfuls are compulsory dangerous to the living organisms. The harmful genes are accumulated in living organisms. Due to accumulation of harmful genes, the species are become extinct from the diversity. And fourth one, inbreeding. Inbreeding means the same blood group, same ancestor generation of species can married or can participated in the reproduction. They can produce uncomfortable species. The uncomfortable, undeveloped species are developed by inbreeding. By the inbreeding, some species are will become extinct from the diversity. And fifth point about the loss of species diversity, extraplanetary reasons. Extraplanetary reasons like asteroids. If asteroids are fall down on the earth surface or reached on the earth surface, with the asteroids, the earth surface living organisms are destroyed. So it is one of the source of the species diversity, loss of species diversity. So many of asteroids landing on the earth surface, during the landing, the living organisms are destroyed their life cycle from that places. Process responsible for the species extinctions are, first one is Deterministic processes like the deterministic process are cause and effect. Human beings are made different types of causes like loss of species diversity. The causes mean the human being effects means causes or effect on the species, loss of species diversity. The some causes are like production of pollutants, harmful gases released into the environment. These gases or these chemicals or these pollutants affect on the species life cycle. So by this effect, the species are become extinct. Second process responsible is random approach. Random approach means uncomfortable environment. Randomly uncomfortable environment is major threat or loss to the species biodiversity. They are demographic uncertainty. Demographic uncertainty means increasing of large population. Uncertainty of population need food, shelter. For the needed food, shelter, the uncertainty of demographic peoples, some are will become extinct from the diversity. The next one from that random approachment, environmental uncertainty. Environmental, the name is given, environmental uncertainty. Uncomfortable environment, increasing of temperatures, heavy winds, heavy rains, heavy floods, earthquakes, uncomfortable soil. These all are called environmental uncertainty. With this uncertainty of environmental factors, some species are will become extinct from the diversity. And the third one is natural catastrophes. Natural catastrophes means naturally heavy winds, heavy rains, heavy winds, earthquakes. By these catastrophes, some species are destroyed, mean become extinct from the diversity. And the genetic uncertainty. Genes are play major role for the surviving of life, surviving of species life cycle, like human being life cycle, animal life cycle. So genetic material play major role for the completion of the life cycle in smooth manner. If that genetic material is in uncertainty, the genetic material is uncertainty, the living organism may be become extinct. MVP, minimum viable population. MVP indicates to prevent a species from become extinct. It is one type of valuation for the extinction of species from the prevention. To prevent a species from become extinct. PVP, population viability analysis. PVP is a method of early detection of possible causes and possible extinctions of particular species and population within it. Some populations are can survive their life cycle in uncomfortable environment with different causes. See, we identified that plants or that living organism life cycle. What are the causes of surviving of their life in uncomfortable environment? Based on that characters, some possibles are applicable for extinction. So we can easily detect the species extinction based on the viability analysis. Species viability analysis. The species viability analysis having three parameters were taken in the method. They are demographics, environment, and population structure. So these demographic, environment, population, structure, and environment. These factors are maybe helps in the early detection of the species extinction from the diversity. So these are the loss of diversity, loss of species diversity, or threat of species diversity, causes, and maintenance principles.